It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Aldi have brought out a brand new beer with the hop Foundry, which is probably a regional brewer in the UK. Now, what we know about regional brewers in the UK is that if there's any beer style that they can get right, it's a stout. So I'm really excited today to show you Peeling Good. It's coming out towards the middle to end of September 2021. We have the Christmas season approaching, so this is obviously aimed at the Terry's chocolate orange crowd. The beer is coming in a 5.2% ABV in a 440 milliliter can, described as a chocolate and orange flavoured stout. Now, I've heard rumours, mumblings, that the brewer behind the hop Foundry is actually Marston's. It wouldn't surprise me whatsoever if it was Marston's. I am going into this beer review quite excited. Quite excited. The beer was £1.50 in my local Cardiff Aldi. The reason why I'm excited again is because regional brewers, if there's any style that they know how to brew, it's a stout. And this is a chocolate orange stout. So let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Ask a regional brewer to brew a hop forward American style IPA, they would not have a clue. Ask a regional brewer to brew a New England IPA, very similar, they wouldn't have a clue. Ask a regional brewer to brew a stout, and they just know how to do it. They've got this kind of book that I'm sure they all share amongst one another. From Shepherd Neame to Marston's to Badger to Brains to all of the other regional brewers out there. Wells and Youngs, McEwen's, you know, your big old style kind of brewers. They probably hand the stout book around one another because they all seem to know how to brew a damn good stout. And this is looking good. This is looking good. We've got a 1 to 2 finger tan coloured head. It's a jet black beer in the glass. Good levels of carbonation. This is exactly what I was expecting from this beer today. I want to say a massive thank you to the lovely person in Aldi who was very patient with me today. I knew this beer had come out. I went there twice. Couldn't find it. Went there the third time today, after giving it a few days of this beer being launched, and it still wasn't on the shelf. So I thought, I need this beer. I need this beer today. It's got to be coming out over the weekend. It's Christmas season. People are looking for this Terry's chocolate orange stout by Aldi. And I found somebody who was willing to literally dig through the warehouse in the back and find me a can of this, and I really appreciate your help. Thank you very much. Moving on then, let's get the rest of the can into the glass. It's looking delightful. It's looking absolutely delightful. No light bleeding through there whatsoever. Let's get the aroma. I've been very critical of Aldi's beers over the last year or so, and that's only because I'm completely honest with my beers that I've reviewed from Aldi, and I can continue being honest. I am an honest beer reviewer, there's nothing else. You guys wouldn't tune in if I wasn't honest with the beers that I review. We've had some poor ones, but straight away, getting my nose into this, it's got loads of orange cordial or orange concentrates, orange peel. It's very chocolatey and roasty. This could be a smasher. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Right then. I love it. I love it. As much as I've been harsh to Aldi's beers in the past, I can be equally as kind when I think that they produce something very, very clever. This has loads of roasted malt character coming through. Chocolate, coffee, caramel flavours. There's no, you can see the chocolate there on the can. I can absolutely assure you that there's hardly any chocolate in this beer. This is more roasted malt, natural chocolate coming from the malt, natural coffee flavours, natural caramel flavours. Now if you think about all of those things, you add some orange cordial into the equation, and immediately you get Terry's chocolate orange. I'm allowed to say it because that's what I think they're going for here. They're not allowed to say it because they don't want to get sued. But that is going to be the closest you're probably going to ever get to a liquid Terry's chocolate orange beer. It has a nice rich mouthfeel. Rich stout mouthfeel. Medium mouthfeel. Creamy, luxurious, chocolate, coffee, caramel. Again, this goes down to the regional brewers who just seem to know how to make stout. I don't think I've ever had a bad stout from a regional brewer. Then adding that kind of equation of orange into the, just chucking orange in there, it just works. It just works. I think it's really good. For £1.50 a can, going into the Christmas season, towards the end of September, going into October, I think Aldi are going to sell a hell of a lot of this. They're going to sell loads of this. They really are. Knowing Aldi, they're going to market it really well. So they're not going to get sued by Terry's chocolate orange. But they're going to market it closely to Kevin the Carrot, or whatever his name is, coming up to Christmas. And they will sell an absolute ton of this if they do it right. As I roll the beer around in the glass, you can see the quality of the brew there. There we go, look at that. Look at the quality of this beer for £1.50 a can. Smells good, looks good. Tastes good. I'm rating this beer on cleverness, on how clever they've been with this. You all know that I'm not a massive kind of adjuncty fan of beers. But this is just plain clever. This is just plain clever. And to be honest, it tastes like liquid Terry's chocolate orange. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I like that peeling good from the Hop Foundry and Aldi. Enough to give it a stone the crows for that £1.50 price tag. I don't even think you can buy a Terry's chocolate orange for that these days, can you? It's a stone the crows, 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.